Got him. Oh, missed that time. Hey, welcome back everybody. I've been working in the village here a little bit. As you can see, I've done some decorating, put some flowers in. I don't like that the sunflowers always face the same direction, kind of staring off into the side of that building there. Just come around and you see there's other sunflowers here, and they all face here. So, whatever. So I threw some flowers down all the way around, made it a little more colorful. Yeah, my floating tree. I gotta finish cutting that down. And moved some things. Biggest thing I've done, you can see over there, finished the school. Just like I said last time, I've got the school finished. And come down inside, I've got the desks lined up, and blackboard, and the teacher's desk. Nice big comfy chair. Last piece, I'll be putting some paintings up. Maybe use the Bibliocrafts printing press and do some custom pictures. Do some math charts or globe or solar system type pictures, hang them up in the school. And once I get around to it, I'll make some books and set them out on the desk. Put a couple stacks of books throughout there. And got the playground built. Nice little sandbox here. A jungle gym to climb on. There you go up. Nope, just don't get stuck inside. And a slide. Go up the ladder, come down the slide. Yee. And a tire swing. I found a neat little trick you can do with a saddled pig. You take a saddled pig and you tie him to a leash or a lead, and you hang it up in the air, and then the pig sits there and bounces up and down. So once I get a saddle and I can track down a pig, I'm going to leash him to a really high fence post, and then he just sits there and bounces. And if you ride him, you just springboard. It's like a jolly jumper type thing. I'm going to do that that'd be a fun ride for the kids. A rubber pig to bounce on. But anyways, so that's the school. Finished it up. Now I'm going to build the church. I'm going to put the nice big stone church down here. I'm going to use actual brick. Intermix it. Maybe, probably not the red brick though, just use the gray stone bricks. Okay, so I'm going to be using cobblestone for the foundation. And I think I'm going to take the church from about here. Actually, I'm going to set it back one. Leave some grass. Oop. Let's go to here. Sort of fill this space with it. Always do that. Or not. And now it's becoming nighttime. Of course. Look at that. Perfect stack. 64. I don't know why, but you always tend to see nice hardwood, dark hardwood floors in a church. So that's kind of what I've got here. Use the spruce planks. Now, this is an entranceway, a deck. Come up. Have the big arched doorway here. Come through the double doors into the little vestibule. Put up another archway here. Come into here. Have a couple rows of pews. And in the back, we'll have the the pulpit or whatever, the altar right here. And some big windows, all full windows all the way around. It won't be a big church, but it'll be something. And then the bell tower will go up the top. Now do you see what I mean by werewolves in the area? That's a fire werewolf. I'm just gotta wait for him to turn back into a human. Yeah, flaming skeletons. But still, that werewolf. Like I said before, there are so many werewolves in this area. So yeah, not paying attention to your surroundings will get you killed by a skeleton. So there's the church so far. Looking pretty good, I think. I'm going to have to go collect some glass and put some stained glass windows in here. And I still got to put a roof over the entranceway here and the doors. And of course glass in the rest. But so far so good. A nice rounded out the front here. Yeah, I pushed it back a few squares and made the roundness to the front here. Thought it looked better than a flat wall. So, got the roof in. Once I get the windows in, I'll start doing some lighting and some detail. Put the support structures for the roof, and still gotta close this off, of course. Put some cross beams, and then I'll see about putting a desk and some different items in here. I don't know if there's anything bench-like. I was looking for something other than your traditional, half stairs or stairs with signs. I want an actual bench. I'm not sure if Bibliocraft has something useful or not, but I'll look. I don't know about the chairs. Maybe these chairs will work if I have to, but let's see what happens. If we take a chair and set it next to one. Do they? No, they don't join. Oh, maybe if they're facing the same way. No. I was hoping maybe they would join together and make a bench, but apparently not. No big deal. I will figure something out, make it look nice. I may just have to go with the traditional, the old style bench with signs, make them look like church pews. So, that's progress. Alright, time to take a quick tour of the church. I think we're done now. Got myself a nice little flower garden out front. Put up some torches to keep the darkness away, I guess you could say. Come up the steps, there's a little table here to greet you at. And you come around the corner, there's your pews, the podium at the front, some murals on the wall. I really like this. You get your organ in the back here, the pipe organ. I thought that turned out nice. So yeah, I might decorate a little bit more. I think it's a little bit open, but other than that, I think it looks really good. I love these Bibliocraft tables. They look so good. So, now to move on. Okay, just one more small detail. I have a feeling it's sacrilegious to tear down a church to build a bank, but no, there's no going back now. Okay, so I have the preliminary framework done. Got the walls up and started putting some glass in. Got the divider ropes here. Leads you around to the tellers, which I'll put into here. Back on this side will be the vault. Probably just be a stone button, iron door. Pop you into here where the chests will be full of emeralds and gold and diamonds and goodies. And that'll be the bank. I haven't quite decided how I'm going to do the roof, and I think I'm going to put a little more detailing in the walls. I don't like another stone brick building. Just did that with the church, so I don't want to keep repeating the same look. You don't want the church to look like the bank. That'll be just way too wrong, I think. So I'll mix it up a little bit. Maybe put some chiseled stone or some slabs and stuff just to break up the monotony of the gray stone. Alright, we'll see what happens. And there we go. This is the interior of the bank. It's a little sterile. Again, I'm having trouble finding something to decorate with. I've got a few pots, a few planted flowers. I like the bars down the middle, so I moved them. Put the flowers to the outside where the tellers will stand. And, got the desks back there for them to do their paperwork at. Over here, as you saw, I was building the vault. Kick the door open. Oh, and I missed it. Kick the door open again. And so these chests will sit empty for a while, I'm sure. They'll become... you know what? This doesn't look bright enough. Let's put another torch over here. I don't want to get ambushed while I'm trying to make a withdrawal. So we'll come out here. Now, I've been debating on a name for the town. It's been on my mind a bit lately, and while I was building the bank, this one kind of came to me. So I thought I would name this the First Bank of Meadow Park. It's not bad. I'm not 100% sold on it, but I kind of like it. So we'll see if something better comes up. It'll be the tentative name for now. So this is Meadow Park. Plans for it to be a gated community, so that only those we want to be here will be in. It will be bright and sunny and well lit and safe And we'll just continue to grow. I still have the, what was I planning? The restaurant, of course. Gotta have a place to go for supper. And I'm missing the hospital. That was another big one I wanted to build. So I'm thinking, I know I went over here and I put a well here, thinking that this area could use its own well. But I'm kind of debating, I kind of thought maybe I should bring the hospital out here. Kind of tie it with the church. And then I can put in, it was suggested to me doing a graveyard. And I thought that would be something neat to put off the side of the church here. So maybe I'll clean up some area back here for a graveyard. And that way we have the hospital, the church, and the graveyard, and the school all kind of tied together. And you all kind of, you know, when you think of them, they all kind of make sense to be together. Be something you would see as in a small community. They'd all be fairly local, fairly close, and right in the residentials. Nobody had to travel far to get what they needed. Oh, I'm getting hungry. So, I still don't like this dead empty space here. I wonder if I should put the restaurant out here. Right on the edge of town. Or maybe the hospital better be served here. It's already fairly flat. I wouldn't have to do a lot of landscaping. Back there I would have to clear cut. A lot of trees to cut down, a lot of hills to scrape down. And here's fairly level. I could bring this up a bit or bring it all down a bit. Wouldn't be as hard. So, decisions. Alright, I know I went and did most of this off camera here, but I think I've got a pretty good hospital built. And we'll come on inside and take a look around. We've got 6 patient beds here. Got racks up in case they need IV drips or medications. And there's a potions rack here for medication. Nice little glass divider so the nurses can keep an eye on them. And, you know, the nurse's station, I'll put a couple bookshelves and some things in the back there. It's not quite finished decorating. And, you know, there's a few things missing here. I might lay some tables and some desks and stuff in here just to keep things. Around here we have the ER. And, sorry, it looks like the last operation that went through here was not successful. So we will just leave that for someone else to clean up. And yeah, so that's the hospital. So that is the town coming along really nicely. I'm really quite happy with the turnout here. This is it's been a lot of fun. School, church, hospital, lots of new places to live, and last but not least will be the restaurant. Oh, right, and the bank. Can't forget the bank. Meadow Park's very own First National Bank. We just need a population, though. That's the biggest problem. There's nobody living here. Build all the houses and all the buildings you want, with nobody living here, it's kind of pointless. So, all right. Yeah, you know what? I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get this area walled off. I'm going to have to do a lot of landscaping, fence everything off, then I can bring the villagers in. So this is a really great use for the journey map. It gives me an aerial view of the town, so I can actually decide where I want to put my walls and how the borders are going to lay out. So now I can outline, I can get a better idea, make sure I'm properly outlining everything and not missing anything. So it's really nice. Get a nice, clear, up-to-date aerial view. Alright, so that's the fence. I just used the cobblestone fencing for now. Wonder if I should put a second layer. I'm debating on it. See how it looks. It doesn't look too bad. I can maybe go around and do a second layer like that. Give it that really structured look. I put a wooden pillar every 8 or at a corner, whichever, and then also when I had to go up or down in elevation, so it looks like a little more support. Oh, skeleton. What are you doing here? Yeah, that's what I thought. So, okay, yeah, I'll go around. I don't mind that. I think it looks good. And then I'll put torches up wherever needed. Maybe on the top of the pillars. And that will be the walled-in town. Now, for here, I'll put some sort of gate. What you can do with these is, I've done before, is digging down 5 squares so that I can jump across it, but mobs will come to the edge and not cross, and same with villagers. They'll come to the edge and not get across. So for now, I think that's all I'll do, is just put a 5 deep hole at every entrance. I've also noticed that horses will walk right across that, so if I happen to be riding, I can enter without having to jump on the horse. So yeah, that's the wall. Not going to be able to bring the villagers over this time. I maybe do that off camera. It's kind of tedious to have them shift all the way over here, even if I use mine carts or using the door jumping system, whichever. It's still a long, tedious process, so I won't bore you guys with that much. But yeah, by the time I'm back, I will have a thriving community, hopefully. We'll see what happens. Let's check the little kitchenette I set up here. As you can see, I'm getting hungry already, so let's see if I've got anything ingredients wise. Maybe I have to go back to the yeah, I might have to go back to the area, back to our cabin in the woods. That's the word I'm looking for. And just get rid of a bunch of this junk. Found another queen bee for our honey maker. And get rid of the garbage. I have a whole bunch of fences made. And yeah, I'm gonna head back to the cabin in the woods and we'll have some supper there. I think it's pasta night. Let's make some spaghetti and meatballs. So spaghetti needs pasta, which is dough and butter. So dough is salt, water, and flour mixed up. Get a ball of dough. And butter is the heavy cream and salt in a saucepan. Then you take the butter and the dough, and you throw it in the mixing bowl, and you get your pasta. From there, I think you just simply combine, in the saucepan again, the pasta with the tomatoes and spices, and you get a nice pasta. Spaghetti. Now, spaghetti needs meatballs. I'm sorry, but plain spaghetti just isn't the same. So then you take meat and add to your spaghetti. Spaghetti and meatballs. So, here's supper. Nice. 5.5. That's... see, a full steak gives you 4. So it's really only 1.5 hunger more than a steak would by itself. I'm sure it was wonderful, but it doesn't seem worth it. Darn. Well, too bad supper was a bust, but the rest of the day went really well. So, for now, I'm going to sign off. And next time, we're going to finish up at the village. I'll get all the villagers over there off camera, and we'll check to make sure they're happy and healthy. And then I've got some ideas for the next stage, so don't worry, we're going to keep moving. We'll come back here for a little while at some point. We've got some work to do up by the gardens. And yeah, there's a few other things I'm going to bring out here shortly. So stay tuned and have fun, and we'll see you later. Bye.